Hello, this is Bobby. I'm compelled to be repaired with a video functionality proof and a note, even though I've made such videos with the exact same note multiple times before. This is for XVT553SV from what I can see, yes. And this is the unique marking on the board. What else? Maybe this will do. That's for the customer. Let me decrease that. Alright, the volume was too loud. This board was returned to us by the customer saying it wasn't giving any image. We test them the exact same way before we do anything on them when they arrive and before we return them. Kind of like now we don't record every single one of them, but we do test them to see that whatever we do here actually does work. And of course that board was tested as well, and so is any other. The problem was a blown fuse passing 12 volts for the LVDS cable for the T-con. Your T-con may not look the same way, that's fine, but the fuse is the same, that board is the same. And this will happen when this cable is plugged in improperly, or when this is at fault. You know, it can be bad, it can be overloading the current and this fuse may blow. Those are the two reasons that we have seen. Either that board is bad, or somebody has been placing that cable improperly, or the silver endings at the back of the cable, let me see one, I don't have one handy, would be defective. That is, they peel off, they pull backwards, and this is what may cause a shortage like that or other problems. In other words, we did repair the board properly. Yeah, and let me show you. The TV is actually working. Alright, in other words, we did repair the board properly, we did test it fine, and something on the other side, on the customer side, caused it to malfunction, caused that fuse to blow. This may happen again when you're installing it again, or it may not happen again if the problem was improper installation and you avoid the mistake. It's not going to happen, but this is one of those cases that illustrate why we do charge people for shipping, why we split the cost is the better fare. We don't charge anything, but we split the cost when somebody returns a board. Every time something doesn't work on a customer end, they say, your repair did not work, my TV is not working, send me a return shipping label, and that's the very best. So the worst, they go and dispute that, you failed, I want my money back, etc., etc. This is one of the many cases, roughly 50% of the time when a board arrives, it will be either working right out of the box, or it will have a problem like this, where the only thing that we did was replace that fuse, which again, failed. We know that, there's no way we can prove it, but there is a way we can prove it, but it's not practical. That means we should video record every single board that is being tested here. And that is more expensive, it's more time consuming, and ultimately if the board fails on the customer end, which it will continue to fail if a customer mishandles something, or if there is another faulty board, a customer still wouldn't be happy seeing that, that board worked. I know my TV doesn't work now. We've tried that before, we've hit that roadblock. We hope that this video will be sufficient. We are using this policy of splitting costs of shipping back and forth, because half the time customers send board back that we actually are not our fault, meaning we repaired the board, we tested it works fine, or it either works fine, or it had a problem that was definitely not something on our end. Half the time there is a problem in a board and we cannot say for sure whether it was a problem on our end, whether we missed something, intermittent problem, or something else. In case like this, a fuse cannot be, theoretically it could be, but in reality I have not seen an intermittent fuse in ages. I saw one yesterday with a large fuse holders for the power supply boards. The metal clamps can be bent and not make a good contact, but an SMD brick like that, I have never ever seen a bad contact or intermittent problem with those. Long story short, this board is working, we'll be shipping it back, and customer paid shipping to here, and we will be paying shipping backwards, even though this is one of the cases where it is not our problem. There will be other times for other viewers where they will be sending a board that they believe, and they may say that they're certain, and some of them credit 30 years in the business. Still don't know how to fix those boards. And there will be other times when people will be paying for shipping to us, and even though it may be technically our mistake, this is one of the cases, one of the many cases, again, nearly all the time, when we will be paying for something that wasn't done properly on the customer end. That's all. Thank you.